Okay, my first question is, how do you feel about the dealership not having anything in place for your safety during test drives?
As a salesperson at the dealership, I am concerned about the lack of safety measures in place during test drives. It can be a potentially dangerous situation, especially when we are dealing with strangers who are test driving the vehicles. I believe that the dealership should take measures to protect their employees and customers during test drives.
Have you ever felt unsafe during a test drive due to lack of safety measures?
Yes, I have felt unsafe during test drives due to the lack of safety measures. It can be a nerve-wracking experience to go on a test drive with a stranger, especially if they seem aggressive or unpredictable. I think having safety measures in place would help alleviate some of the anxiety and stress that comes with test drives.
What safety measures do you think should be in place for test drives?
I think there are several safety measures that could be implemented for test drives. One measure could be to require that customers provide identification and proof of insurance before test driving the vehicle. Another measure could be to have a GPS tracking device installed in the vehicle so that the salesperson can track the location of the vehicle during the test drive. Additionally, having a panic button or emergency contact device in the vehicle could be helpful in case of an emergency.
Have you raised concerns about safety during test drives to management?
Yes, I have raised concerns about safety during test drives to management. I have expressed my concerns about the lack of safety measures in place and the potential risks involved in going on test drives with strangers. However, management has not taken any action to address these concerns, and the dealership still does not have any safety measures in place.
How has management responded to your concerns about safety during test drives?
Management has not been very responsive to my concerns about safety during test drives. They have acknowledged that there is a potential risk involved, but they have not taken any action to address the issue. They have not implemented any safety measures or provided any additional training to help employees deal with potentially dangerous situations. Overall, I feel that management has not taken the issue of safety during test drives seriously enough.
Have you ever had a close call or accident during a test drive?
Fortunately, I have not had any close calls or accidents during a test drive. However, I have had some uncomfortable experiences where customers have behaved inappropriately or have made me feel unsafe. These experiences have made me realize how important it is to have safety measures in place during test drives.
Are there any safety features in the cars that you highlight during test drives?
Yes, the cars that we sell do have some safety features, such as airbags, seat belts, and anti-lock brakes. During test drives, I make sure to point out these safety features to customers and explain how they work. However, I still believe that additional safety measures should be implemented to protect both the salespeople and the customers during test drives.
Have there been any incidents involving sales staff safety during test drives at this dealership?
As far as I know, there have not been any incidents involving sales staff safety during test drives at this dealership. However, I do know that there have been incidents at other dealerships where sales staff have been injured or even killed during test drives. This is why I believe it is so important for our dealership to take safety seriously and implement measures to protect employees and customers during test drives.
Are there any plans to implement additional safety measures for test drives?
As far as I know, there are no plans to implement additional safety measures for test drives at this dealership. Despite my concerns and the concerns of other employees, management has not taken any action to address the issue. I believe that it is important for the dealership to take responsibility for the safety of its employees and customers, and I hope that they will eventually take action to implement additional safety measures.
How do you think the lack of safety measures during test drives affects customers' perception of the dealership?
I think that the lack of safety measures during test drives could have a negative impact on customers' perception of the dealership. Customers want to feel safe and secure when they are test driving a vehicle, and if they feel that their safety is not being taken seriously, they may be less likely to do business with the dealership. Additionally, if there were to be an accident or other incident during a test drive, it could lead to negative publicity and damage the dealership's reputation. Overall, I think that implementing safety measures during test drives is not only important for the safety of employees and customers, but also for the reputation of the dealership.
Have you ever felt pressured to complete a test drive despite safety concerns?
Yes, there have been times when I have felt pressured to complete a test drive despite safety concerns. In some cases, customers have been insistent on taking a longer test drive or have refused to return the vehicle after the agreed-upon time. In these situations, I have felt torn between wanting to keep the customer happy and wanting to prioritize my own safety and the safety of others on the road. However, I believe that it is important for employees to prioritize safety over customer satisfaction, and I hope that the dealership will eventually implement measures to support this.
Okay, last question. How can the dealership prioritize sales staff safety during test drives while still providing excellent customer service?
I believe that the dealership can prioritize sales staff safety during test drives while still providing excellent customer service by implementing safety measures that are both effective and non-intrusive. For example, requiring customers to provide identification and proof of insurance before test driving the vehicle is a simple and effective way to ensure that the customer is qualified to drive the vehicle without being overly intrusive. Additionally, having a GPS tracking device installed in the vehicle and a panic button or emergency contact device can provide an added layer of safety without interfering with the test drive experience. By implementing these types of safety measures, the dealership can prioritize sales staff safety without compromising on customer service.
I'm sorry, I said that was the last question. I have one more for you. Based on everything that the question that I've asked you, if you knew of a device that the dealership can have to provide safety for you, such as called S.A.F.e, Salesforce Alert Fob Everyone, a device that you carry along with you so that the dealership is able to track you in the event of an emergency, or is triggered automatically in the event of emergency, is this something that you would feel more safe having as being a salesperson going on test drive?
Yes, I think that a device like S.A.F.e, Salesforce Alert for Everyone, could be a useful tool for providing additional safety during test drives. Knowing that the dealership is able to track my location in the event of an emergency or that I can easily trigger an alert if I feel unsafe would give me more peace of mind and help me feel more secure during test drives. I believe that implementing this type of safety measure could be a simple and effective way to prioritize sales staff safety without compromising on the customer experience.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. It was great chatting with you. If you have any more questions or just want to chat, feel free to reach out anytime.